Hey there, welcome to the Luz. Pick a card called What Do I Do? Because life. Purple, blue, green, pink. If you want more information about how I read, please check the description box below. If you are someone who's returning, hello, welcome, thank you for giving me another chance. If you're someone who is new, hi, thanks for giving me a chance and giving this reading a chance, and hopefully it's a message that you find useful in some sort of way and serves you as well. So what do you do? What do I do? Whatever, I don't know, however this hits for you, I hope that it hits for you. So I'm going to give you a second to tune into which color has your message for you here. Timestamps should be in the description box below. Tune into which one is for you. Is it purple? Is it blue? Maybe green? Perhaps pink? Maybe it's blue. Or green? Pink? Purple? Let's find out. Hey there, Blue. Wah. Hey there, Blue. How are you? What do you do? What's going on, Blue? What do you do? What can Blue do? What is Blue's right next action? Best next action? For Blue's highest good and the highest good of all, what is Blue's best right action? Oh, I was gonna say inaction. That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know, Blue. It may be to back out. To not do. Oddly. Like to step away from it. That now is not the right time. Or now is not the most ripe of times. You know? Like, for some of you, now may not be the most ripe of times for whatever, for something that you may be entertaining. For some of you, it's just really not the one, right? It's not the one for you to be pursuing. It could be at this moment in time or just period. Like things may be green when they need to be red or orange. Because I'm seeing like fruit, like when fruit's not ready, for the most part, it's green unless it's like an apple, but it's not ripe yet. It's not where it needs to be. And I feel like it maybe do focus your energies elsewhere. Don't sit around waiting for this. Don't put your trust in this. Don't put your eggs in this basket. It's a lot of like, it's don'ts. Yeah, man. Like, now's not it's time to move on. Don't think about it anymore. End it. But this is actually good. For me, the Ten of Swords, oddly, is actually pretty hopeful. Like, it's weird. It's come up in moments of hang in there during this time. Things will get better. So to me, I feel like this doesn't even have to be something somber. This could be something where you've done your time, you've done enough, you've done what you can, and now it's time to no longer do. Now it's time for you to do elsewhere, and now it's time for you to just kind of figure that this isn't the one, right? This isn't the one for you. I feel like this, Like, that's a phrase that keeps coming up. This isn't the one. This isn't the opportunity, or this isn't the person, or this isn't the right time. This isn't the right area, the right field. There's something here that this isn't the one. For some of you, I'm getting that there may be another time, but overall I'm getting not to sort of do, not to wait around. Yeah, to stop putting your energy into it. It's over. Actually, I like that. Thank you. It might be even quite premature. Like, it's premature. It's not the one. Like, this is not your moment. It's not the one. Like, that's what just keeps playing in my head. It's not the one. It's not your right moment. This isn't the right time. I like that with unrequited love. There is a bit of there seems to be like an amount of energy towards whatever this is for you, like a pretty I don't know, intense emotion, intense want and desire for it. And so it may be a bit difficult to hear that it's not the one for you right now, or it's not the one period, that this isn't where you put your eggs in this basket at this time. But I also feel like something better will be coming around for you. I do. Like, the one will be coming around for you. The right opportunity, the right place, the right people, the right things, the right experiences, like the ones that are actually for you, will come. And this experience is on your path. This experience is like on the road. And there's something about this experience that has deposited what it needed and needs to have deposited into you for you to be prepared for the next one. Yeah, that's nice. Page of Wands in reverse. Look at that. That's kind of nice. The next journey. About that, actually, I would say about the next steps moving forward. They may be a little erratic, they may be a little chaotic, and that's okay. That may actually be things reordering themselves in your world. That may not make any sense, but it kind of makes sense how sometimes there is some chaos after an ordeal or after an experience or, whatever, just some balls in the air, and if that's happening or if that happens, then you're on the right track. Okay? I wish you everything. I really do. Best of luck in whatever this may be or was for you, okay? Keep your light on, honey, and good luck. Hey, Purple. What up, Perp? Hey, Purple, what do you do? What do you do? For the highest good of Purple and the highest good of all, what is Purple's next right action? Do you know, Purple? I saw the Romance Angels for sale for $150. And I'm like, bitch, where? Okay. Alright. What can Purple do? What is Purple's next right action, please? Oh. Yeah. Oh. Go high. Go big. It's gotta be for somebody. Separation. Interesting. Separation. Alright. Yeah. I feel like there may be something about you going big, about you going high, about you doing something of value for yourself. Like over exaggerating something. I don't know who that's for, really. But coming back here, For some of you, there may be a person, a family member, someone who's been in your life for an extended amount of time, or maybe someone who you thought was going to be in your life for an extended amount of time. This could be a someone, it could be a something in terms of like a job, an experience, a place, an article of clothing, a business, I don't know, your life, a gym membership, like I really don't know, but it feels like something that you may have felt that it would go the distance, something that felt right, especially in the beginning or throughout a journey. Journey. Sorry, there's someone that says journey like that, and I can't not laugh. This could be, once again, it could be like a family member, someone who you've considered family. This could be an issue that you have a certain amount of emotion to, a certain, like I'm getting grudge, but it could be something that is really, really important to me, is what you find yourself saying. It's just really important to me, and it's like you may be nitpicking on like one issue. If it's an issue, this could also come in the form of like a person, a family member, or someone in your life, a friend. It could be someone that you've known for a little while if you have a certain intensity amount of emotion towards them. If it's an issue, it could be an issue that has legs, that's like deep in like your past. Like, for instance, I don't like when people hang up on me. No one's ever hung up on me, but it's just like, I mean, they have, but it's not stemmed from like one hang up. It's just like, I don't like it. So when it happens once, I just flare, I just go red. So it could be something that may have happened recently, and it's something that doesn't really happen often, or something that if any, there's just a lot of intensity around it if it's an issue. If it's a workplace, maybe it's a place that you thought would be amazing, maybe it's a place that used to feel good but no longer serves you anymore. There's something about something that you obviously that you care for, and something that has I don't know, high intensity of emotion, or just a certain intense amount of emotion that it's been on your mind or something like that. Like, obviously. But what to do is no longer to conceal it within yourself. The time is to take action, and the time to take action is to involve the people it involves. So if this is about you and a family member, or you and a lover, or you and a friend, or you and a boss, you and a coworker, you and an issue that you've been lording over someone, or that you've been really sort of keeping inside you, it seems like it may be time for you to let it out to this person or whomever is involved in this experience. But to me, this feels like energy that's outside of you. So this is energy from like you going outwards, getting it out of you. For some of you, this could be you actually having the conversation of, give me a raise or I'm walking. This could be, there's an air of separation here for you, an air of you separating something from you. So this could be in multiple ways, or even in the same way, you separating yourself from an issue, a person, by no longer harboring the thoughts and emotions and feelings within you, and actually sharing them with someone else. Okay? And giving them value, giving them the value that they are or have been within you, right? So this is something is really important to you, but people don't, it's not as important to other people. That just means you getting to voice the fact that, hey, this is important to me, and this is where it hits for me. This is why this is important to me. And then they see it, because, just because something is important to you doesn't mean that it's important to other people. So I feel like it's something like that, where you're taking something inside of you and expressing it outside of you. And then there's something where there is a severance. There is a splitation. So there is this expectation of it no longer being inside you and you sharing it out, which is really vulnerable and scary and but yay. And then there's also you actually leaving certain things, people behind, places behind, experiences behind, and having to do that through a conversation of some sort. Oh, hey, honey. A conversation of some sort, and the tower comes through. So, all right, honey, you can get back in. I don't think it's going to be easy. In that I don't think it's gonna be a walk in the park, right? Like, it's never easy to talk about serious things or vulnerable things. It's just kind of scary. Does that mean it's gonna go badly? No, but it is gonna be a change, right? It is gonna be an expression of what's been inside coming out. But it is also going to be giving value to what is important with you. I would say if you are going to enter into a sensitive conversation, don't get into it heated or blamey. Try not to. Just kind of talk about it from your perspective and don't use like blamey language, right? Sort of, if you can help it. Okay. Yeah. I like that, actually. It might be difficult, man. It might be difficult to have this sort of conversation or whatever. But to me, what this is saying is don't run. Okay? To me, this is saying don't run. Don't run from this conversation. It's a good opportunity to sort of, I don't know, see things? Maybe see things for what they are in some respects, but also sort of see things from a different vantage point. That's interesting. It does have to do with a relationship here. The lover is speaking to me in a funny type of way. So this could, for the most of you, have to do with you speaking to another person or another group and sort of sharing how you feel disconnected or whatever. Or this could have been something that you've gone through where there was a disconnection, there was a deep connection with someone who it was severed, it was separated. And if that's the case, if you're checking this, then I would say here it's not bad. You can talk to this person. There's something about lying. I don't know why, but there's something about lying. I'm gonna say don't lie, but I also may kind of say you don't have to oh man, this is such a weird thing. Like, you don't have to have like vomit mouth. Like, what is it? Word vomit? Like, you don't need to tell every single thing. Okay? Like, I feel like there's something here about holding back a little bit. So it's not necessarily lying. That's so funny how my shit comes out. It's not necessarily lying. It's awkward. There's some omissions here. Okay? If you are going to have a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody, you don't have to. They may not be expressing all of everything, okay? Or you may not be expressing all of everything, and if that's the case, it doesn't seem to be necessarily a bad thing. Weirdly. Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird. Oh. Man, so that's so weird. Yeah, there just may be some weird deception about. I mean, for some of you, it could be someone, something, a third party. If you want that, if that makes sense for your story, then cool. What I'm seeing here is the someone there's someone wanting to be friends and not lovers. Okay, like someone wanting to be in your world but not, being all of your everything. Or that's what they're saying when if this has to do with romance, it's that story where someone may want to be your friend, and they either be your friend or be in your life, but they may not have yet made the decision within themselves if they really want to be to offer you more than, not the bare minimum, but more than what they want. So if this is you, right, if this is guidance for you, if this is what you have to do, or what you have to do, but what what you could do for the good of all, is to sort of separate yourself from what you thought things could be in whatever situation this is. That you could take it romantically, but you could separate yourself from what you thought this could be. So again, if something has run its course, it could have run its course. If this is about relationships, because relationships can be kind of weird, if this is specifically about a relationship, it could be something, it ran its course. It's no longer what it used to be. You're no longer sort of working together necessarily. You're sort of going off on your own. There's a weird thing about that. But also there's something about keeping it cordial, right? There's something about keeping it cordial, keeping it friendly, and keeping it, I guess, light. I guess. Even if there may be some heaviness, at least at this point in time, keeping it fairly light. Or at least for the next step, maybe step 2 or 3 is going deeper, but for this next step, right after this, is keep it light, and then maybe do whatever. If this is in other areas of your life, wow. If this is in other areas of your life, oh boy, keep it, keep it light. So again, it was sort of like what I was saying earlier about not going in guns blazing, right? Keep it light. Talk about sort of the facts. Of what's going on. Don't not talk about the emotional side, but it is what it is the best sort of saying here. It is what it is. And speak from that place. It's crazy. And that'll be the best. There may be some disappointment here for you, and there may be some disappointment in maybe the conversation or whatever, because it seems like it may end up being sort of a split in some way. So this could be, but then for me, I'm getting it turned out better. So it's kind of a weird story, but I'm getting that it turns out better. Than you thought. So there's a certain discomfort about this sort of conversation or this engagement with this person, place, thing, experience, boss, job, whatever. But it has a certain like bittersweet quality to it. It's just this particular experience that you've had sort of an attachment to may not be going anywhere in and of itself. Okay? So what you do, have the talk, or be cordial, separate yourself from it, or recognize that there has been a separation, a severance of some sort, and things aren't the way they were before. And you may, for some of you, you may feel a little triggered, but some old sadness or just like some old annoyances may come through. But you're not alone. You're no longer in the same position that you used to be if this is something that was, catastrophized. That was a catastrophe for you in the past. If this is happening now, things have changed. Things have changed for you, and they're not what they were, what they used to be. So take care of you and move in the way that makes sense for your longevity and your conscience too. Yeah, it's nice. Look at that, 5 of Cups. That's hilarious. Yeah, you're gonna be all right. I'm not worried about you. It's gonna be more so bittersweet, but also sweet bitter. I wish you everything, babes. Just talk. It's fine. You're okay. Hey, Pink. Hello, Pink. Pink, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What's the deal? What's the deal, Pink? What do you do? What does Pink do? What is the highest good of Pink and the highest good of all? What could Pink do? The artist Pink. JK. Give me the people that picked Pink, not the artist Pink, please. I don't need that drama. Retreat. Interesting. I wasn't looking at the cards. Yeah. Alright. You could probably back away. That's nice. You could probably back away. You could probably take a bit of a breather from the situation. You could probably do with letting it go for now, not thinking about it too much, walking away. If it's about you going on a trip, it seems like, yeah, definitely take it. Stop thinking so much about it, I would say. But then again, for some of you, if you're thinking about inviting somebody on this trip, think twice. Okay? If this is about you collaborating with certain people that you've known in the past, or that you know to be of a certain character, or a certain character that's not what you want, I would say think twice. Okay? About inviting them along with your to your venture, or to whatever you might be thinking about. Think twice doesn't mean don't do it. It just means look at everything before you do anything. Look a bit closer, right? This could also be if you are entering into a partnership with somebody, business, work, whatever, etc. You may need to either, I don't know if it's about you laying your cards on the table with them at the table, or if it's about you facing what you believe about this person and having to let those beliefs go in order to give your partnership and the next steps you're taking with this person the best chance, a better chance, you know? If you're thinking about taking a trip, a vacation, do it. It'll be good for your eat, pray, love. Wait, what? Yeah, eat, pray, love. Like Stella Grooveback, sort of. Well, I guess seance. Your eat, pray, love sort of solo. Solo soul searching. That's what I mean. If this is about you and a lover going on a trip, or you and a lover doing something together, like, I think both of those stories mold into one. You may, if you do decide to go, or if you're deciding whether or not you should go, you could, with someone that you know and care about, you could. It's just you may have to leave your hang-ups at the door. If there's something that you've already spoken to about this person, then you can. If this is about you and a job, work in some way, I'm getting a pause work-wise. Like, I don't know, like something where you might have to rethink, or even just not think and have a moment of brain fart, of like not doing, which could be difficult for some. Yeah, a moment of not doing, a moment of like great passivity. Like the overall sort of energy here is passive. It's a lot of passive energy. There's something about overthinking, and I'm trying to feel into where it actually falls. Like, obviously it's not to overthink, like not to overdo the thinking part. It's almost to just surrender to the moment, but those aren't the right words. It's like going with the flow, but the flow that, if this is involving another person, the flow that they set, okay? If this is involving another energy, like a job search energy or something, or work energy, it's sort of like going with that flow in such a way that you give yourself time to, it's almost like you had a tantrum, like a mental tantrum, like you had a mental moment, like you had a squeeze, and now it's sort of like allow yourself to just break or surrender or stop, pause, and then it's through that pause that you'll get through your next stage, right? Let's see. All right. Look at that. No more options. Like there's I don't know if you're currently having a lot on your mind, like a lot going on, but what I'm seeing here again is like passivity. Maybe even picking one thing, but like passivity. Not having so much intensity towards all that's available for you in whatever regard, kind of allowing for, in the most, like, if I dumbed this energy down, it would literally be stop, breathe, allow yourself to breathe so much so that you just sort of force yourself to stop thinking. I would say meditate, but like force yourself to not do. And it's in that moment of not doing that you will find a semblance of something, but you can't go looking for it. Like it has to find you. So, yeah, like it's all good, right? Remember at the top was stay optimistic. It's all good. Like I don't, I want to say don't do so much, but yeah, there's something here about letting something go. If you can. And if you can't, the outcome is the same. It's either you let something go and you go with the flow with the something, the part of it that you've let go, right? And you just kind of like let it be there and you coexist. Or it's where I can't lose, I cannot let this go, I just can't. And so you sever yourself from it in a way, that's not even severing, you sort of walk away from it entirely and you go on your own sort of path. So in either way, you're relaxing, right? Like in either way, you're retreating, you're backing away from something. You're either backing away from the energy of it or you're backing away from it entirely. And that's nice. That's nice. That's how you come together, by backing away from it. It's kind of odd. There's a passivity here that says if you just stop, pause, things will be okay. Things will come together in a way. But it's nice. You're in a season for it. You're in a season for feeling your way through as opposed to thinking your way through, which is a different muscle, my friend. That's a flexation on a whole other level. You got something for me? Man, Ace of Swords, girl. The same fucking cards keep showing up, and I literally shuffled. Yeah, this is, it's honestly, like, the card of overwhelm is out here, and the card of, like, the card of emotional overwhelm is out here, and the card of, like, speaking and truth and stuff like that is out here. So for me, I feel like I'm going with being passive. If you are retreating, like, do the thing that will bring you the most peace. Do the thing that, like, choose happiness, Pink. Choose happiness. Choose optimism. Choose joy in whatever this is. So what you gotta do, is to choose your joy, choose happiness. So if the trip is what you want to go on and you have to go with this person, make the best of it. If you're entering into a partnership with someone, make sure you take a breather and ensure that you're entering into it in the best of intentions, in the best of mindsets. And if you can't, then perhaps you need to rethink the decision. Or even just talk. I'm not saying a lot of talking here, but, or even just, I don't know, share with this person, I guess. I'm not really seeing a lot of talking here, I'm not gonna lie. But if there was talking here, it would be to speak in private. And only sort of say the minimum of what you need to say. The Ace of Swords in reverse always gets me fucked up. Yeah, but I feel like at the end of the day, you will be making a choice and leaning towards the thing that is unknown, the thing that is scary. So that's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna throw out my itinerary for today. I'm just not gonna think about it. And that's going to be a surprise for you, but enter it with a good mindset as you can muster, and things will come together. Okay, you're gonna be all right. You are gonna be all right. I appreciate you, Pink. I hope you're okay. Keep your light on, and good luck. Doop, doo doo doop, doop, doo doop 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 doop. Hey, green. Hello, green. Hey. For the highest good of green and the highest good of all, what is green's most right action? What is green's highest action? What is green meant to do? What can green do? What can green do? What do I do? What does green do? Oh, yes. Yeah. Muy interesante. I'm still gonna say go for it. I'm gonna say go for it. I'm gonna say go for it. Still gonna say go for it. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what it is. But I'm gonna say go for it. Here's why. It could have something to do with you. Gosh, this is literally the storyline of the night. It could have something to do with you leaving your family or choosing your family and not your friends. That's really weird. Really weird. There might be something here about money for you. There might be something about you moving towards greener pastures. There might be something about opening your heart up to something that it's been closed off to, possibly even a family member or people who you consider family or something that you consider a deep sense of belonging to. So this is like, I've always wanted to be an actress. I've always wanted to be in, I don't know, okay? Phil, I don't know what your thing is, but it's doing the, like, it's sort of like doing the thing that doesn't make sense to everybody else. That's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting here. It's weird, but it's almost like, that's so weird. It's so weird. Ignoring your feelings of your doubt feelings and going towards like what, I don't know, for some of you, obviously not everybody has had the most brights of childhoods, but it's almost like there may be a moment or a voice in your mind of what your mama said, what your papa said, what your grandma said, or someone in your family or some older person who may have encouraged you to do something that is the thing that you're kind of attracted to, that you've been flirting with. I'm gonna say go for that. Everything else is like your doubts. Everything else is like people who are saying nah, maybe, and they're not wrong, right? Like, we're not trying to say anybody is wrong here. We're not saying fuck the haters, but like fuck the haters. Like, there's just something here about you going for it. I don't know. Something either about something that you wanted to be as a child. Is there something with like a space program or astronauts for somebody? That's gonna be cool. Let me know. But there is something here about like greener pastures, opening your heart up to something. Something here about money, going towards that green, that money. I'm just seeing a lot of green. This could even be simply about you choosing green. Like if something comes up for you in the next whatever, and green comes up in some way, shape, or form, perhaps consider entertaining that. It's the green, it's the green, it's the green you need. And in your future, it's the green that I see. Here's the thing. There really is something that you're doing that's like uncouth. Like there really is something that you're going against there really is something that you're going against, and it's awkward, and maybe you're doing it on the sly. It's still saying do it. It's still saying kind of do it. That's so weird. And maybe it's something that you've avoided doing for a while, right? For a really long time. And, you know, now's the time to go for it. Now's the time to go for it. Now's the time to, like, heal. Now's the time to no longer be sort of bitter about it. Now's the time to be, oh my God. Now's the time to turn back time and do it. There may be something here about your childhood once again. Maybe it's something that you wanted to do as a child. Maybe it's something that is to do with children. I don't know if it has to do with children. It could. But it could be to do with your family. It could be for you to do something for your family, or you did something for your family in the past and now it's your turn. All right, maybe you regret not doing something in the past and now an opportunity's come up for you to do it. Or to entertain it, or to look at it a little bit more, and I'm getting go for it, man. Like, despite it all. Where it's gonna take you, I don't know, but I'm getting a go for it. I mean, alright. Interesting. Interesting. This is so cool. So, if this is about money, right? If this is about money, if this is about real tangible things, if this is about you making a move, like a physical move, a literal move, something money, go for it. Something that's going to be stable for you in the future, go for it. Something that's going to help you in a very real way, go for it. It's really almost about you ignoring your, I don't want to say ignoring your emotions, but your emotions this may not be something that you may be feeling too happy about. This may be something that you may be feeling scared about. Again, with the doubts that I was picking up on earlier, this may be something that you have like a certain amount of fear around or are just scared of. But I really kind of feel like that is a fear of a shadow fear, where you're so used to how things have been or how things were that it's the fear of transition. Like, that's it's the shakiness of moving from one thing to another, making a major move or making a move that feels major. And that's a real thing. Like, fear in transitional fear is like a very real thing, and it's uncomfortable. It fucking sucks. You're not happy during that time, but it is a price one sometimes pays, like, you know, paying your dues, so to speak, in order to sort of get through to the bigger picture. You know? Something generational. Yeah, it's painful. It's uncomfortable. Some of you may need to leave your family behind. Some of you may need to leave your blood family behind again, or you may need to move towards your blood family. There may be something here about someone, I don't know, maybe someone's taking over family business, someone's maybe leaving a family business, maybe someone is leaving a spouse, a family with kids, or someone is attracted to someone with kids, and it's like, oh, I don't know about all this, but it's like, oh, maybe you could, I don't know. But there's something here about do it anyway, right? There's something here that has been on your mind, something that you've been contemplating, something that you are drawn to, and what you do is is something that you're passionate about, something that makes you feel good, but also is obviously like scary. Like I feel like there's crowds, either real people or your subconscious, your doubts, or like past people's thoughts, and there's like one lone voice that's saying go for it. Yeah, it's gonna be weird, but go for it. Follow that voice, that old sage voice. Do that. I wish you everything. I really do. I truly, truly do. I hope this turns out okay for you, whatever this is for you. Sometimes I feel like the readings are so big, but people are literally watching it for like, like something basic. But the readings are always like, oh my god, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. And it's like, I just want to know if I should have a cheese sandwich or a marshmallow sandwich. I don't know. But in any case, you're going to be alright. I sees it. Pick green though. Pick the green sandwich. Alright, honey. Keep your light on and good luck.